How's it going, everybody? My name is Mike from Box and Jacquilope, and I'm making a video that I really did not want to be making about Battle for Azeroth today, guys. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of World of Warcraft, and I've always made videos on it, and I so badly wanted Battle for Azeroth to be Legion 2.0, or as good as Legion, and unfortunately there's just some things I need to talk about, primarily my issues with the storyline right now, especially after playing the 8.1 PTR. I just think the storytelling has taken a step back in a lot of aspects in BFA, and I think that is a huge problem. And the thing that kills me is the story has a lot of potential right now, and I think it still has the potential to be very interesting, but the direction it's going in and some of Blizzard's storytelling techniques are bothering me. So, one of my main problems with the Horde storyline in BFA is the disconnect you feel with wanting to be like Saurfang, right? Like, I don't really want to help Sylvanas as a Pandaren warrior, but I'm forced to. I have to help her all the time. I've been trying to, like, from my mind and my narrative point of view, get behind it, like, okay, I'm doing this for Vol'jin, not for Sylvanas, but overall, it just still feels forced, especially, and this is spoilers for 8.1, you're going to help Saurfang, and you have to resist Sylvanas in a way, and right after you help him, she wants you to go hunt him down again. So, I don't really like the disconnect there, where it's like I'm almost playing double agent. For example, in Pandaria, we had a lot of reason to turn against Garrosh. He was alienating the Horde, and he only helped out the orcs with a few goblins from the Black Fuse company that joined him. So, I'm looking at the lore now, and I don't see any reason for the Tauren, the Pandaren, or even, I guess the Trolls are following Sylvanas because of Vol'jin, but the orcs and the Blood Elves, like, I don't get why they're so down with helping her, besides, I guess, maybe out of respect for Vol'jin, but it just feels like a huge disconnect from what they want you to feel like, I'm fighting for the Horde, and all that other stuff. Like, it just feels like there's a big disconnect, and I think Blizzard needs to address this, because it has a lot of potential to be cool. I want to be that guy that's fighting for the Horde, like, against the Alliance, but right now I feel like I'm in, like, an antagonistic role against the Alliance, and my suspicions to that were answered even more when I played through my Lightforged Draenei on Kul Tiras. I get there, and the Horde, they look evil, guys. Like, it doesn't seem like it's even a question if they're evil or not, and that's what, like, kills me about the current storyline. The Horde just seems evil. I did watch this fan-made video by someone that was supposed to be like Saurfang talking to Thrall, and it was kind of interesting, and I hope Blizzard has some sort of reasoning to why Sylvanas is war chief. But the atrocities that she's committed, I can't follow her actions any longer, I feel like, in the storyline. I don't like it. Like, if I was playing, like, Skyrim or Oblivion, my character would be speaking against the Forsaken Horde right now. The only reason, like I said, I would ever find to follow her is because of Vol'jin, out of respect for him. So, it's a mixed bag for me, guys. I love parts of the story. I like the small interactions. I like Princess Talanji, Rastakhan, and even some of those, like, pirate characters in Kul Tiras. And I also really like Kaelia Fordragon. I like a lot of the small characters, but my problem is with the overarching storyline, and I don't think it's as bad as Warlords of Draenor's storyline, but I think Blizzard needs to do a serious recovery. Obviously, I think the final boss is going to end up being a old god character rather than just, like, I don't know, Anduin or Sylvanas, but I'm very curious to see where they go in that aspect. I disagree with people saying that this is a filler expansion. It's not. There's plenty of storyline here. Bwan Samdi's awesome. There's good stuff here, like, oh my god, Jaina Proudmoore's arc was great. I sound like I play Alliance, but I'm all for the Horde. But no, Jaina Proudmoore's arc, the Zandalar questing was fantastic, and I want to see more of that. Nathanos Blightcaller is still a prick. Some of the minor characters, Lillian Voss is very out of character in BFA. The Rexar I actually think is fine. I've seen some people criticize him. I like the direction they're going with him. Jaina's good. Gen Greymane's pretty good. Anduin's probably one of my favorite characters in BFA. I hope they continue the badass route that he's been going through. Rakan, the Darkspear Troll, I like him a lot. I think he'll be a good long-term replacement for Vol'jin, but I like how he's kind of a callback to Warcraft 3 almost. You know, I hope they get together the gang, you know, Rokan, Chen, and frickin' Rexar and Thrall. That would be badass, just for that little callback, especially with Jaina Proudmoore right now being at the forefront of the Alliance and the Horde that they're at, like, war with them right now. So I think that would be pretty badass. Now, do I think they're gonna do this right? Well, there's certain things they need to explain, like, for instance, we're gonna get to more spoilers, but the Vol'jin storyline. What was whispering to Sylvanas? Or not to Sylvanas, to Vol'jin? I don't really know. It's some sort of death god. It could be an old god. I'm very curious to see why something wanted Sylvanas in power. A lot of people speculated before BFA was out that it was Bwan Samdi, but it's obviously not at this point. So I'm very curious to see where they go with that. I think all signs are pointing towards like a death-themed expansion after this, but we'll have to see. I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting. I actually almost hope there's a reasoning for characters acting so out of character in BFA. One thing I think Sylvanas is acting in character, regardless of what people say. She's a villain. She's not out of character. She's always been evil, but that's what I've always liked about Sylvanas. And if you guys don't believe me, I'm not going to turn my webcam. I have a Sylvanas poster right there. She's a badass character. The thing that I don't really understand about the direction they're going in BFA is, how is the faction war going to end? Is the Horde going to lose, or is the Alliance going to win? There's been some speculation that the Naga are going to take out the Kul Tiran fleet because, spoilers, in 8.1, the Alliance, they take out the Zandalari fleet. So they're going to have something to negate that because that's a pretty big power level above the Horde. I'm sure Sylvanas has some evil mustache-twirling plan up her sleeve. I don't know. We'll see. But it's going to be pretty interesting, guys. I'm very excited for the future of World of Warcraft. But the other thing I wanted to address is my issues with the gameplay of Battle for Azeroth. I have a big issue with how we're earning allied races right now. Just let people play the damn reskins. They shouldn't have to grind for days and days to get reskinned orcs, reskinned elves, reskinned Tauren. This stuff should have just been customization, guys. These are not new races. Like, I like them. I think they add a lot of replayability to the game, but let's be real. They're just new customization for old existing races. Fine, but I don't think they should be a unlockable reward, you know? If we got Pandaren, Blood Elves, Draenei, Worgen, and Goblins in the past, let bygones be bygones. I have plenty of friends that came back to the game and they don't have the time to invest to unlock something like that. And to us, to people that play a lot, it might not hamper our enjoyment. To somebody who's very, very casual and can only like do the questing, it can hamper their enjoyment a good bit. I mean, it sucked having to wait for Jackie to unlock the Nightborn and Legion when I already had them, and I thought it would have been a good time to go play with her. You know, that's what MMOs are about, is playing with friends, not doing grindy, repetitive well, okay, that's a lie. MMOs are grindy, but like doing this repetitive bullshit for something that I feel like in an RPG game you should have off the bat. The Azerite armor, Blizzard's fixing that. They're making gear available in Mythic Dungeons, or whatever, you can farm out the pieces you need. Great, good stuff. I knew Blizzard would do that, similar to how they fixed Legendaries in Legion. But they need to address these issues, I think. And I heard they're doing more rep gains for the allied races, so that's good. But I think they need to continue to address that. At least the Zandalari and the Kul Tyrans are going to be unlocked by basically just playing through the main storyline. But I hope Blizzard fixes these changes, because BFA, oh my god, the art in it is beautiful. I haven't had too much reason to play recently. As you guys can hear, I'm still very passionate about World of Warcraft. It's still my favorite game. But I've been taking a step back a little bit and playing some other games like Mega Man 11. But I still love it, guys. Come on, have you seen my mouse pad? How could I not love World of Warcraft? It's just such a badass game. And I just wish the best for it. Am I unsubbing? No, I like World of Warcraft too much to unsub. I'm actually working on a BFA, like, retrospective style video soon, so we'll have that to look forward to, and maybe I'll do some speculation for where I think we're going to go with the future patches after BlizzCon, or I'll tell you guys my thoughts if you enjoy little ramble videos like this. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
The Horde needs its true war chief. Now, more than ever.
Yes, but it was you that held the Horde together during this madness. It was you that protected our honor. From this day forward, Vol'jin, if you lead, I will follow.
I am not worthy.